Now, it started as one man's dream. Back in the 1970s, Stowell Street in the centre of Newcastle was run down and in decline. But then a man who'd arrived in the UK with only a few pounds in his pocket set up a Chinese supermarket among the empty buildings. Others followed, and slowly, the thriving district now called Chinatown emerged. That was 35 years ago. For tonight's Look North report, Peter Harris tells the story of how the dream became reality.
There was no street lamps. Most of the buildings was empty, vacant.
The street wasn't in good condition at all. Rather shady place, I would say.
There were no carnivals here back in the 70s, yet the story behind Chinatown is as uplifting as the transformation itself. Inspired by an immigrant from Hong Kong, he arrived with £10 in his pocket, a watch on his wrist and a vision for the city he made home. If London could have a Chinatown, then Peter Cheng thought so too could Newcastle.
When I come to Newcastle, I think we can set up the Chinatown in Newcastle, so we find out the Stowell Street the better way.
But in the 70s, attitudes to the immigrant Chinese could be hostile.
I can remember match days, if Newcastle lost, we actually physically had to pull the shutters down for 10-15 minutes until the crowd goes away, because we get abuse. You know, we had the police present. There were actually like bouncers at the door at each restaurants.
Sao worked in a restaurant in Chinatown. Before that, she'd been in the first supermarket, the Wing Hong.
I remember Stowell Street was very quiet, and we regarded to be very unsafe to be there. It was dark, no street light, broken street. I'm glad to say that now you walk past the street, you can see so many things going on.
The City Council helped. There were generous grants to do up the empty Stowell Street buildings. As one Chinese business moved in, so others followed. But there's a wider story as well, which is about an immigrant community that came to this region and made a contribution not just culturally, but economically as well.
I think it's amazing, and I think, you know, the Chinese community are absolutely brilliant to work with in terms of their contribution to the city and also their passion for the city. Not many cities across the UK have areas like this, so it's an attraction for visitors that come for weekend breaks to come down. It's something from the local community to engage in relation to the shops the restaurant offer and just the culture that it has to contribute.
And what of the man who dreamed this one day could be Chinatown? Peter Cheng is still here, still working, and in his 70s. The immigrant with a £10 note will leave quite a legacy. Peter Harris, BBC Look North.
That's great news, Hannah. Thank you very much indeed. And that's it from us for now. We'll have the Falcons result in our news bulletin at 10:25 tonight. Good night for now. Bye-bye.
Bye now.